minutes, away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Cole Palmer could be standout here, Peter. We sometimes see him in a centre-forward position, but I like to see him play from the right side of attack, because that enables him then to be able to just drift inside on his left foot and then open up the pitch to see what he can deliver from there. And he's expert once he does.
And a shot! Stefan on goal.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
João Pedro.
Fernandes.
Pedro Neto.
Vesca. Paredes.
Yuri.
Vesca.
Played out to the right. Serves up across. Lovely bit of skill. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Caicedo shifted upfield. Now it's Pedro Neto. James. And here's Neto. João Pedro. And he's heaved it away. And that has been cleared. And it's James. Nice physical challenge. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Probably be looking to play it square from here. Unai Simon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Now it's Williams, picks it up out wide. Yuri. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Can he finish? He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's had a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
OK, credit him for his willingness to run at people, but you really shouldn't be afforded so much space down the middle of the pitch.
Climbs up big! Williams. Big chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Fernandes. Chalobah. Fernandes. João Pedro. Caicedo. Cucurella. Now it's Garnacho. Laporte. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Prados. And it's Sunset. And here's Nico Williams. Sanchez claims it, and the danger passes. Palmer. João Pedro. Now it's Pedro Neto. James. Paredes attempts a clearance. Now, what about a counter-attack? Sunset forwards and with intent, and he's managed to get free. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Well, There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Can he find the finish? It's there! Deep into first half stoppage time, and the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Shot a goal! Cucurella. Oh, they could be caught out here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, if you dwell...
There's the shot! Good effort first time.
Sunset really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
Moved on forwards. That's really well manoeuvred. Laporte gets across to intercept that. Prados. Now it's Williams. Iñaki Williams is fouled. João Pedro. And it's Sunset. And the shot! Cucurella. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Cucurella. Garnacho. Oh, that's nice. Cucurella. And here's Garnacho. Almost an hour gone. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Nico Williams proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
João Pedro. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. That is a brilliant interception.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Garnacho. Palmer. Paredes. And it's played forward.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Guruzzetta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Palmer. Caicedo. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Good play on the left-hand side here. Sunset. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Iñaki Williams. Oh, this is a very good run. Caicedo, long ball upfield. Fernandez. João Pedro. The final 5 minutes. Palmer. Caicedo. Cucurella. Garnacho looking to get on the end of this.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And here's Guruzeta. And the shot! Has another go! And with that, the final whistle. Well, they've lost the home leg, so life gets a little fraught. All that's left is to win. Okay, everyone, get ready. It is time to buckle up for months of uncontrollable chaos, of unmissable drama, full of trauma, full of ecstasy. And as the old song goes, whatever will be at the end of it all. We are very much under starters' orders. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Just about ready to go then, Jim. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, new tactics, new ideas, new faces on and off the pitch, Peter, and how they've blended themselves in. There'll be lots of talking points, but first and foremost, like everyone, I'm delighted the game's back.
The action has already started. Well, there's always this great sense of excitement when there's a new boss at the club. The pre-match press conference was terrific. First time we really had the chance to charge, surely! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And here's Neto. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Watkins.
Are clearly looking to use the space out in the flanks here.
With a view to what exactly, Jim?
Well, it can encourage the full-backs to get involved and increase their chances of more service into the box.
Pedro Neto. Spread out to the left. And here's Neto. And here's Neto. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Might be taken. Garnacho! So what can they make of this? Still goalless. That has been cut short. And it's Tielemans. Caicedo. Palmer. Fernandes. Gusto. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Garnacho. Martinez gets rid without sophistication. Half an hour played now. He's in plenty of space here. And the shot! Buendia. There will be a throw-in. Kamara. Played into the middle. Watkins concedes a free kick for that. He's going to be disappointed with that. Pau Torres played out to the right. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Now that's well seen too. Pau Torres. Aim forwards. Colwell gets across to intercept that. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Buendia. Watkins.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
There's the whistle for half-time. Decent enough half, but either side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Decent chance! Well-taken goal. And the second half is off to a flyer. Martinez, some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Caicedo, who's on a run down the left wing. And he's managed to get free. Garnacho. And a chance! And he's there to get it away. Now who's going to be first to this? Great defending, strong and determined. Fernandes, some resolute defending there. Garnacho. And reclaimed it in a chance! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Can he latch on to this? Pedro Neto. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Over to the left. And here's Tielemans. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. João Pedro calmly anticipates. Out to the left it goes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. João Pedro, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Watkins, and he shoots! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here, much more in your face.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Pau Torres cuts out the pass. Konsa. Konsa, it's a sharp pass. Palmer, it's an imaginative pass. It's an excellent interception.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Gusto, he's got himself a free kick. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Bino Gittins. Konsa with the clearance. He can get that clear. And it's Cucurella. It's made its way to him.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Up towards the front line. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, this is a great position.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Cucurella wins the duel this time. And that will be the final act. That is a very, very tidy start. Reason for great satisfaction, great optimism ahead of what we are sure will be a very competitive season. Well, hello and welcome to the second part of this most intriguing playoff tie. The hosts looking more likely to progress as things stand now, helped chiefly, of course, by the fact that they were able to bring this tie back home with the scoreline tipped in their favour. Avoiding defeat, therefore, will be enough to see them through, but it is very clear, at least based on some of what has been said prior to the game, that that is not a foregone conclusion. Whatever the approach either takes, one thing is for sure, a decisive outcome must be reached here and now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So the advantage is with the hosts who brought home... There's the shot! So close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Nico Williams just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he rises to it.
João Pedro. Palmer.
Yuri wins the duel this time. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Correa.
It's a nicely shaped ball. He is through here! And the counter is on.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effective.
Can he finish? And the ball's come loose here. Danger averted for now. That's really well manoeuvred. The pass has gone astray.
Correa.
Either side yet able to find the net. Spread out to the left. Correa. Garnacho providing an outlet on that flank. Climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Benyat Prados shifted upfield.
Caicedo.
Garnacho. Pedro Neto. He can get that clear. And here's Garnacho. Moved on forwards. Danny Vivian. Quick ball upfield. And it's sunset. Palmer forwards and with intent.
Caicedo.
Now it's Garnacho. João Pedro. And here's Garnacho. Pedro Neto. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Can he latch on to this? Yuri, and it's played forward. What a throw in.
Fernandez.
Pedro Neto is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he welcomes it in. Now Now it's João Pedro. There's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Well, Peter, it's 45 minutes to conjure something up now. They've been better than the first leg, but the pressure is really on, and they have to answer to it.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Now it's Guruzeta. Colwell gets good distance on it. Guruzeta. Sunset have it back and can go again. Guruzeta! It's in! The second half off to a spectacular start. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. Up he goes! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. João Pedro. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. It's a loose ball. Prados. And it's Sunset. Palmer. Sunset. And here's Guruzeta. He's found the way through. Sunset! Colwell. Iñaki Williams. That's been won straight back. Palmer. João Pedro. And here's Neto. He has found the way through. Crosses it in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Get a throw in. And it's Sunset. Berenguer. Now it's Berenguer. He's got away. Chalobah aim forwards. It's gone up for a throw-in. The changes then in quick succession. Berenguer. Bino Gittins. Palmer. Liam Delap. Pedro Neto. And it's Sunset. Sunset looking for a run. Shot! Surely! It's a goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So now the difference is 3. Berenguer tries to... That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. This could be a chance. Oh, it's come loose. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Yuri. Berenguer. Sunset. Guruzeta! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Auregizar gathers from the goal kick. Berenguer. And here's Guruzeta. Williams.
Caicedo.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Well, hello and welcome to the second part of this most intriguing playoff tie. The hosts looking the more likely to progress as things stand now, helped chiefly, of course, by the fact that they were able to bring this tie back home with the scoreline tipped in their favour. Avoiding defeat, therefore, will be enough to see them through, but it is very clear, at least based on some of what has been said prior to the game, that that is not a foregone conclusion. Whatever the approach either takes, one thing is for sure, a decisive outcome must be reached here and now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest. Palmer! It's in! We're back where we started. It's level on aggregate.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. Guruzeta in out to the left flank. Muscular approach does pay off here. Moved on forwards. Colwell.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
And a chance! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Yuri cuts out the pass, played towards the front line, calmly anticipates.
Caicedo.
So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Palmer does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Garnacho.
Cucurella. Caicedo.
Palmer! Palmer! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Now it's Garnacho. Now that's well seen too. And here's Guruzeta. And he's searching through. Nico Williams. And it's played forward. Oh, easy pickings there. That's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Palmer.
Now it's João Pedro. Pedro Neto. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Keeper's got good distance on that. Have it back and can go again.
And it's Caicedo.
Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Garnacho. Played into space out wide. Guruceta is onto it in a flash.
Palmer.
Cucurella. And here's Garnacho.
Prados.
Great run this, he's covered quite a distance already. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Palmer considers his options. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. And that was very necessary. Chalobah, oh, good spread. That has found him in acres of space. In comes the corner. Paredes with the clearance. Nico William. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's the reply the manager wanted, and they've got fresh impetus to set about reversing this overall deficit.
Leading 1-0, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Colwill. And it's Gusto. And here's Neto.
Sunset.
Williams.
Prados.
Oh, can he get onto this?
Guruceta.
Palmer. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Nice interception, well timed. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Williams. Good take, and he shoots! Has another goal! And he's found the net! And that puts them back in front on aggregate. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Fernandez played out towards the right wing. And that has been clubbed away.
Caicedo.
Cucurella. Beñat Prados gets over and intercepts. Pedro Neto.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And here's Neto. Danny Vivian makes the interception. Nico Williams, gently done. Yuri. Jauregui forwards and with intent. Cucurella. Garnacho. And he cuts out the supply. Well timed, excellent interception. Brilliantly cut out. Gusto. And it's Gusto. João Pedro. Now it's Garnacho. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Gusto. Pedro Neto. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Fernandez gets across to intercept that. And it's Sunset. Sunset. Oh, that's neat. Looking here to chip it through.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Cucurella going full tilt down the left. Pedro Neto. Gusto. Gusto. It's a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself. There's going to be another change here. That has been cut short. Yuri. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Williams. Well, hello and welcome to the second part of this most intriguing playoff tie. And hosts looking the more likely to progress as things stand now, helped chiefly, of course, by the fact that they were able to bring this tie back home with the scoreline tipped in their favour. Avoiding defeat, therefore, will be enough to see them through, but it is very clear. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Palmer! And that's off target. Garnacho. Caicedo. Palmer. João Pedro. Fernandez. Shot, surely! It's wide, but only just.
Oh, just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Yuri. Danny Vivian. Danny Vivian, gently done. Here's Guruzeta. It's a foul. It could be a penalty. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. He's had a crack. And it's Hauregzar. And here's Nico Williams. Chance for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
João Pedro. Spread out to the left. Cucurella. Garnacho looking to get on the end of this. A corner it is then. Up he goes! Oh, it's come loose. Cleared without complication. Guruzeta. Oh, good spread. That looks a good ball through. Well, can he finish? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's a mighty effort! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Caicedo.
Moved on forwards. That's been slipped through.
And it's Caicedo.
Played into space out wide. And a shot!
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
João Pedro.
João Pedro really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Looks to the other side. Yuri. Hauregzar. Aim forwards. Ball is over the line. That is lovely. That is good strength.
And it's Hauregzar.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Palmer.
Danny Vivian cuts out the pass. Nico Williams forwards and with intent. Guruzeta. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Both sides a bit lacking in intent. And here's Guruzeta. Oh, good ball. And a chance! It's a loose ball.
Fernandez.
0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game.
Paredes.
Danny Vivian, it's a sharp pass.
Sunset.
João Pedro. Pedro Neto. Out to the left it goes. And that's well seen too. He's away! He's having a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Caicedo.
Now it's João Pedro. João Pedro.
Caicedo.
Played out wide. Garnacho. He is through here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. with the first half. Decent enough half, but either side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Well, having lost the first leg, Peter, an early goal settler was first on the menu, but there's still time to serve up the main course here.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. So the first half brought no goals.
Caicedo.
João Pedro.
Fernandes.
Sunset. Paredes, driven forward. Yuri, and it's played forward.
Palmer.
And it's Fernandes. He can run onto that. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's really well manoeuvred.
Sunset.
Now this could be a chance. And here's Nico Williams. Great defending, strong and determined. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pedro Neto.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And it's Fernandes. Oh, that can he finish? Played towards the front line.
Paredes.
Paredes goes forward. And here's Nico Williams. Well read, and the danger is averted. João Pedro.
Fernandes.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Real chance here. Deftly away. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Garnacho.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Ball's gone out of play. Caicedo shifted upfield.
Fernandes.
And it's Gusto. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Leque gets rid without sophistication. Caicedo's cross. Keep calm. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And the finish!
Fernandes just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That's really well manoeuvred. Arugizar. Palmer does really well there, strong defending. João Pedro.
Caicedo. Cucurella.
Garnacho looking to run onto it. Garnacho, and he's certainly onside here. And it's Leque. That's very neat. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. All square here, and they are gone. The first leg deficit proved not to be recoverable, and despite a better effort here, their race is run. Well, Jim, you've watched both legs now.